Hello everyone! Today we are talking about con etiquette. Now, what do I mean by that? San Diego Comic-Con just passed, Anime Week in Atlanta's coming up, Dragon Con just passed. We definitely go to a lot of conventions, we try to at least. So these are the things that we want to share with you guys. Things that you should and should not do at a convention. Now, Alan, I want to start with you. Alan, you've only been to one convention, MomoCon. What is something that someone should not do?
Please shower.
Wear deodorant.
It's like walking around in the convention, you can just pick up everyone's odor. It's pretty disgusting, and there's very little AC when we're there.
In some rooms, yeah. I agree.
As someone who plays a lot of like fighting games, goes to fighting game tournaments, please, if you go outside to do anything, please shower. Please. Like, this is...
Even if you don't think you smell.
This isn't like...
Just for the sake.
This isn't me, like, demanding. This is just a plea for help. Someone, please shower.
And we're not saying that everyone that goes to conventions are sticky.
Yeah.
Sticky.
Well, and sticky.
That's true.
That's also
but just, preferably for being in public and just minding everyone else's noses.
Yeah.
Just, and deodorant's also a big thing. Especially if, like, some cons are held outside and some are inside. Just, you're gonna be outside or it's gonna be sunny, just, be prepared. Come with deodorant. Or if not, come find me. I got you. I always bring one just in case.
I just walk around with a bag of Axe body spray. You get one. You get one.
Yeah. We're just like Oprah, but with
Axe.
Everyone look under your chairs. It's just Axe body spray. This episode's sponsored by Axe.
Oh my god.
I wish.
Yeah.
Jesse, so, what about you? What is one thing that we should not be doing at a con?
I guess, there's a lot of weird people that go to conventions. Like, people
Yeah.
need to understand what social cues are. Because, like, there's people that approach you because you dress in, in a certain cosplay from, a certain fandom. And then they fangirl about it, and you're like, yeah, that's all fun, but, if they become weird about it, stop.
Sometimes there's no escaping it, you're just like, until someone has to come and pull you out.
You don't want to be that rude person who's like, oh, get away from me. You're trying to be nice at the same time.
Yeah, of course always be nice. But it's respect other people's time and
Space?
And space for sure.
Yeah.
This also goes to people who are being talked to. Us specifically need to learn how to tell people to please go away.
Because we just do that too.
Yeah.
We're just trying to be nice and so I gotta go. Yeah.
So if
That's
someone,
always an excuse.
Yeah. If someone is talking to you too much, just say you gotta go. Don't humor them because they're gonna keep talking to you.
Yeah.
It's not gonna stop. It's not gonna stop.
True, especially if you're in a line waiting to go somewhere.
Because you can't go anywhere.
I know, and then oh yeah, they make a funny comment, you turn around, oh yeah, and then you turn around, they're like, oh yeah, hey, so I'm like, no, I didn't want to talk to you. I was just that was funny.
And it's also very annoying whenever you're in line and you're in a cosplay and people keep coming up to you and they want to take pictures with you and you keep getting out of line, or there's people really they get annoyed because people keep taking pictures of you.
You tell them I got shit to do. Come on, I gotta go. Now, Miss Preparation, Miss super con etiquette person, tell us what else we're missing.
I'm not saying that everyone acts bad at cons. These are just kind of things that we've experienced that, just want to get that out there. And I think these are common things too from other people we've talked to. A couple of things that happened to me. I guess one thing, no matter what gender you are, cosplay is not consent. For real. If someone's wearing something revealing, that does not mean
you can go up to them and fondle them.
Oh.
Yeah.
Fondle.
It's oh, okay, they look nice, and don't
Don't
look
harass
down
them.
at them either for dressing how they are. Yeah, they might be revealing, but they had the
For a reason.
had a lot of guts to do it, and not everyone can. So it's cool, they were able to do that. They looked the part, and that's awesome. But it's if they look good, you don't have to ooh, hey, how are you? Don't touch them. Don't be eyeing them, because it's that somewhat kind of happened to me in a Raven cosplay, but I was wearing a cloak that covered me, and I was wearing a leotard, so it was kind of revealing. But it's
you weren't touched or anything. It was just more of she was kind of harassed
visually, and that was still that made me feel really weird. Because there was a purpose why I made the cloak specifically to where it covered me and you won't be able to see anything. But that's just me. And then someone convinced me, oh, there's a bug on your cloak, so I threw it off freaking out, and just so they could see what I looked like underneath, and then after they're like, oh yeah, that's the best raven we've seen all day. I'm like, what the fuck did you just do to me? I'm like, like, I could feel them just staring at me, and I just felt really violated and gross. I changed after that to a onesie. You couldn't see. So,
messed
it was
up.
just, so that didn't help either. I know, that didn't help either because apparently some guy came up to me and was like, hey, can I have a hug? I'm like, sure. I was wearing just a regular Pikachu onesie, right? And this thing's massive on me. And he's like, yeah, you're a cute Pikachu. And I'm like, alright. He asked for a hug. Ask first before you give anyone a hug, but give them a normal hug. This dude
Don't be this person.
this dude literally picked me up and like just picked me up and swung me around, set me down. This is literally what his face looked like. Just set me down and walked away. I'm like, what just happened? I was expecting a hug or at least a side hug.
That is
But-
the face of a rapist.
That was just weird.
That's just
Now,
The same con. by the
you
way.
sweaty nerds, hot cosplay girls don't want to touch you. Stay away.
So
Yeah, like I was there experiencing. I'm like, what the heck?
everyone just looked at like, what just happened? I'm like,
Oh
I
my
don't know. That was like,
Yeah, please don't be like,
Like,
these weird people.
you have to be that weird to ask someone for a hug. Like, if I were just a normal person at a convention, I wouldn't be really asking to hug people. I guess it's just that weird people. I just want to hug people.
I can't ask a girl for a damn phone number, let alone a hug. What the?
Yeah, at a convention.
I don't know. It was just odd. If you can ask for hugs, that's not a big deal.
It's just the way you do it. Don't just give a normal hug. Give a little side hug, a little touch.
Christians.
Or if you're gonna do that, at least warn me. Like, good Jesus.
Prepare for liftoff.
For real. Oh yeah, and it's like when you see a cosplay, you always want to ask, can I get a picture? Instead of just coming up to them and running away, because then it's just like, what the heck just happened?
Yeah.
So and it's always good to ask because I did this once to a couple of cosplayers. We were walking in and they were walking out. Like, ooh, I really like them, so I went up to them. Hey, can I take a picture? And they're like, no, because they were having like I guess relationship issues at that moment. So it's like, ooh, sorry, and I backed off. So it's like if you were like, hey, can I get a picture? Or like you didn't ask, you just go up and it's like you're not gonna get a very good picture. It's just like it ruins their moment and the con, and it's a number.
Just communicate with people.
Yeah.
Just go and ask them. People aren't terrible. They're not gonna stab you.
They just say no and like, oh, my bad, sorry. We'll try again later.
I should also bring up how like whenever there's voice actors at the convention, like sometimes voice actors like to roam around the convention. Like don't be clingy to them. Like they have other things they need to do. I know. Okay, I'm kind of at fault for this because I kind of followed Dee Dee Magnol into the
You
bathroom.
did.
Okay, but first of all, she came into the bathroom but when we were in there, so she followed us.
Sure.
She was in the bathroom. Yeah.
But for context, Dee Dee Magnol is the voice actor of Pearl in Steven Universe.
I love
Yeah, so
her.
Jazzy and I were sitting out or next to the bathroom.
We were waiting on her to get out.
Yeah, and that I see the voice actor walking by. I was like, hey, isn't that person who plays? Was it Pearl, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Jazzy's just freaking out and runs
Oh
into the
my
bathroom after.
I felt bad, but I didn't disturb her or anything. She just was waiting in line, but there was like someone already talking to her and kind of being clingy. It's like, dude, she's going to the bathroom.
Yeah, I know, because
Yeah.
when I was standing there and there were two other girls with me, and she walked in, and we were like, wait a minute, and then we looked at each other, we're like, is that? And we're like, yeah! She's like, oh my
We're
god!
gonna go pee together.
Hi! We basically just said hi, she's like, hi! And we're like, we don't know what to do! So just waiting to pee, but I wanted to like, I don't know, like talk to her, fangirl, but it's like, we're going pee. You can't do that here.
I mean,
So
we
it was
kind of talked to her a little bit when she went and washed her hands because we were already out.
Yeah.
I was just with her because I didn't want to seem like a creep.
Can't talk to someone when they're peeing.
Yeah. And while she was washing her hands, there was like some girl that was trying to talk to her. I have no idea what the heck she was trying to say.
I have no idea either.
I'm pretty sure Dee Dee's like, what the heck is this girl saying? Why is she talking to me? Yeah. After that, I asked her for a hug and she had to go. But yeah. I'm sorry, Dee Dee, but...
You gave Dee Dee a hug though.
I gave her a hug. I gave her a hug again the next day because I had to pay.
Yeah, but see, you got two hugs.
Yeah.
You got
free.
one she
for
paid
free.
for, one for free. Another story, which apparently all these bad things happen to me.
Yeah, it's not even happening to me. Like, it's always her. I always experience it. I'm like, what the heck? These people are weird. They didn't
See,
back off.
we're dudes, so like,
Yeah.
that doesn't happen.
Yeah.
We're dudes without six packs.
Yeah, we're just there. We're just like, yeah.
Guys.
Anyway.
Six packs.
My story, I
Getting
cross-dressed as
Oh,
Levi.
try.
I cross-dressed as Levi, and I had one of my little like masks on, the one with like the little cheesy faces and stuff. And I was the cleaning guy, so he
Cleaning Levi.
cleaning
Yeah.
Levi, so he had like a bandana on. You couldn't really tell if I was guy or girl. That's okay. And this girl came up to me, and she's just like, "Yeah, I really like your cosplay." I'm like, "Oh, cool, thanks." And then she's like, "You should take off your cloak," and I'm like, "No." Like, come on, take it off. I'm like, I don't know you, no. And like she's like, you need to take off your mask. I really like it, blah blah blah. I'm like, I don't know who you are. No. I'm just like, I just played it off like, no, that's okay. Ha ha ha. I just turned around to the other people when no one was paying attention except for her boyfriend. Thank God, because he was just like, hey, come here, I need to tell you something. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Sorry, I gotta go. And then he's like, you're welcome. I'm like, oh my God, I couldn't escape it. Like,
I didn't know. I didn't even know what was going on because she was like really close to Ronnie, so I thought it was like one of Ronnie's friends that she ran into during the convention.
No, but she was like all up on me and like touching me and like, yeah, and I'm like, I don't know who you
It's
are.
like, dude, know your
Thanks.
boundaries. Know your
So,
boundaries.
Like, I didn't mind talking to you, just like, don't touch me.
Now, I don't want us to scare you guys. I know we've been saying a lot of scary things. If you've never been to a con before, definitely go to your local cons. It's a ton of fun. We wouldn't go every year if they weren't fun. Even though they're smelly people, even though they're weirdos, like, we still go because the good way outweigh the bad.
For sure.
Yeah, it's really, really fun to experience.
Yeah.
So there really are nice people that do go. They, like, you bond with people with things that you like. It's nice to see people, like, if you're an artist, you can definitely network with, like, being photography, being a cosplayer, being an artist, and, like, just kind of, like, you get to meet new people and collab, too.
Share your interests with all these people, like for a whole weekend.
And, sometimes you can make, like, long-lasting relationships, like, friendships, through that. So, my mom actually did end up going to a con one time, and, we went to a panel, and she stayed outside. And apparently, she had like a massive headache and was dying on a bench. And these two girls came up and they're like, "Hey, are you okay?" And then they asked her if she wanted any like I don't know, ibuprofen or whatever. And then she's like, "Yes, oh my God, thank you." So they kind of like sat and like next to her, like made sure that she was okay. Yeah, and took care of her basically until we got back from the panel, but we didn't know. So we're like, "Oh my God, thank you so much." And they're just random strangers, like, "Yeah, it's okay, no problem." I mean, I think they were sitting there like fixing their cosplay too, but like. Just they happened to run into my mom, and they're like, "Oh, we'll take care of you." So
Thank you, those two people
Shout
who
out.
saved their mom.
from dying.
Our mom with the curly hair, curly blonde hair.
The one that looks like Shakira.
Yeah,
This is like MomoCon a few years ago.
you can't miss her.
Yeah, no, if it's Shakira, it's probably her.
Was it?
Oh my God.
But yeah, so thank you again. And you can always be helpful. I mean, even if you ask, like in the girls' bathroom, we're always like, all of us are crowded around the mirror trying to fix our makeup, our hair. And like, if you need help with anything, like Jazzy ran into someone that needs like contact solutions.
Yeah, luckily I had my contact solution with me, so I just let them borrow it. And then they gave it back. Make sure you give the stuff back that you're gonna ask someone for it. I was afraid that she was gonna take it, but she gave it back.
Yeah,
But yeah.
you ran into something. So not everyone is mean.
Meanies or weenies. Okay?
Trademarked. T-shirts.
Don't be a meanie. Don't be a weenie.
For life.
Yeah, that goes for whatever.
Because in general, don't be a mean person.
Basically, moral of the story: not everyone is bad. At cons, people are nice.
It's really fun.
And yeah, don't get scared. Just be aware that it does happen, and just
We're trying to prevent it from happening. So like, don't be this kind of person.
Go with some buddies, definitely don't go alone.
I don't know what I'm doing right here. Anyways.
So that's been the video, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. We are C.A.G.E. This has been Inside the C.A.G.E. Every single week we've been talking about nerdy stuff like
cosplays,
Animation.
games.
Entertainment.
I hope you enjoyed the video. If you liked it, give us a thumbs up. If you want to see more of our stuff, give us a subscribe. Follow us on our social media. Definitely check us out, and we'll see you guys next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye.